You know what's funny, right? My wife was in the car and we were talking, and she was like, "I got to tell you, I don't know how you endure so much hate." She was like, because she reads the comments, my wife, and she's like, "My God," she goes, "How do you take this? Why do you want to take it?" And I'm trying to explain to my wife that I have a goal. You know, I want to become a big time YouTuber. I want to get a lot of views. And I said to her, unfortunately, it's part of the game, and I'm a big believer. I said this to the regulator because the regulator, he made a comment like, how could you allow people, these like lunatics, they said 99 cents and they make, these horrible, horrible remarks about my beautiful children. And the regulator was like, how could you take that? Well, first of all, this is people over the computer. You know what I mean? Like, what am I going to do about it? Reach my hand into the computer screen and grab them? So he was like, if they said it to your face, that'd be a different story. I'm not going to let anybody say anything bad about my children to my face. And I think that applies to everybody. I think that would apply to Chad, lover of Seaman Clifford, anyone who has children. As far as, online, it's a different story. It's part of the game. Look, if you want to be, like Chad Clifford once said, he's like, you're on a world stage, Rich. This is a world stage, and I am reaching people all over the world. So what am I going to do? If someone's going to insult me or insult my family, this is part of the game. This is part of being a YouTuber. I believe in the First Amendment. I believe in the Second Amendment. I'm a patriot of our great country, but I believe free speech really applies to the whole world. It really should, And I know in some countries it doesn't. When especially if there's a dictator involved, you got to do everything they say. I'm not going to mention names, but for the most part, freedom of speech should be a worldwide, just the norm. It should just be the norm for everybody. We should all be allowed to say whatever we want. So that's how I put up with it, because my wife asked me, because if you want to cook, you got to understand it gets hot in that kitchen. The oven's hot. So if you don't like it hot, stay out of the kitchen, right? It's like I want to be a famous YouTuber. I want to be a successful YouTuber. So I have to take the good with the bad. What's the good? One day I might have a tremendous amount of views and I might become very successful. That's the good. But what's the bad? What's the con? You got to deal with lunatics on the internet. Like the only thing I ask is like, just keep it on YouTube, I mean, send the people to my house when my wife has stage 4 breast cancer. My mother has a heart condition and COPD. We got 2 little children. I mean, that's really, you're going down to the depths of like the bottom of the ocean, man. Luca Brasi style. I mean, are you that low? Are you that much scum in this world? It's just like, look, think of it this way. My children did nothing to you. They're 2 innocent kids. My mother didn't do anything to you. I mean, I don't think my wife did anything. I mean, she's the most beautiful person in the world. So leave it just online. Like, just, come after me. And like I said, as far as coming after me, I believe in the First Amendment. You could say anything you want about me. I'm a fat, hairy, disgusting, ugly, pile of friggin' meatballs, whatever you want to say. But, just leave it with me. That's all I ask. I mean, have a little freaking decency. You know what I mean? Like you get your kicks off scaring kids, little children. I mean, people are psychos. And I love it how Chad Clifford got so angry. Just the mere thought. He's like, when I said I had his address, he's like, you bother my effing family, I'll effing kill you. And you know what's funny about Chad? He doesn't know something about me. Okay, first of all, Chad, you could never kill me. Like I said, the guy weighs 90 pounds. I'll friggin' blow on him, will fall down, okay? The guy's like a skeleton. But the thing he doesn't understand about me is I have no interest. I know he has a daughter. I would never, ever, ever harass or scare a child or his wife. I have too much respect. See, you may think the Apefather is a crazy guy, but I'm not that crazy. I have a lot of respect, and I would never, ever intrude on someone's personal life. I wish I could say the same thing for Chad Clifford. I wish I could say the same thing for Dale, Fat Dale, Blubber Dale on the deserted beach alone Dale with his daddy. See, they like to unfortunately intrude on my home and my family and scare my children and my wife and my mother. That's again, I'll say it's alleged, but like I already covered the evidence, like how Dale had the fish sandwich. He made the video with Chad Clifford where he was at a McDonald's eating a fish sandwich. And then someone magically sent me fish sandwiches at midnight. Dale made the video with the fake $100 bill that said motion picture purposes only, and then the Craigslist ad said that I was selling 5 boxes, of prop money or whatever you want to call it. So, Chad Clifford and Dale work together. If Dale knows something or if Dale is planning something, I'm 100%. Chad is an accomplice. He knows about it. That's just how I feel. That's my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. But I will say it's alleged because I can't prove it. But as far as enduring the hate, unfortunately, it's a part of the game. You want to make it big, sometimes you got to take people digging at you, digging at your family. It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing, but it's part of the game. This video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Just leave it on YouTube. Let's break each other's balls on YouTube. No reason to startle children, my wife or my mother with COPD and a heart condition. Try to have a little sympathy. I doubt you will, but try.